Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the second-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the Georgia Bulldogs will get the first crack on offense today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets him.
Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. And he drops back in the gun. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. There's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in this opening possession. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The Dogs will have to kick it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. When he's got some space here. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. So Florida's offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk. But what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
And now the handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The Gators will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Caught over the middle. It's Bell. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
1st and 10 now for the offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game.
And is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Quick completion to the tight end. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the 1st down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no-man's area there. If they did not pick up the 1st down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, it doesn't matter. Nice 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain in that catch and run.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Gators pick up enough for a 1st down here. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Hey, the windows are so tight on these throws for this quarterback. Positive yards are a good thing here. Now it's 3rd and goal, getting so much closer to punching it in.
He moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and he'll start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's reeled in. It's Bell. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Etienne. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw it again. Grab down the middle. It's Bond. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Now it's third and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. The Bulldogs looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Grab behind the line. It's Etienne. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. They'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. The Gators offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Looking for some space. It's Daniels.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia, using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Bond. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Play action fake, looking to throw. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target. But this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Tackle finally made, and it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. And he dumps it off to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he's brought down there.
Really good job here by this defense of taking away any threat downfield. Once he came to the outside, nowhere to go with the ball, so he has to tuck it and try to pick up a couple yards.
There's a screen pass to the running back. Uses this, continues to fight for yards. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a 1st down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in a 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. On the run, it's Etienne. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining 1st half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. To throw, it's Lagway. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Contact as he let the ball go. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. 2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down with a big chunk of yardage on the play. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Etienne. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Bulldogs are in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
We'll call for the fair catch here. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. To throw, it's Lagway. Looking for the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
This one will be fair caught. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, for many, this is the best conference in all of football. And the first half of this SEC championship was filled with excitement and incredible pageantry. And we have to start our report with acknowledging the play of that quarterback. There's a reason why he's part of the Heisman conversation and why scouts at the next level are so excited about this young man. He's the leader of that offense. He has presence there in that pocket. He has a cannon for an arm. What else do you want? And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the much-anticipated conclusion of the SEC championship.
The Gators offense retakes the field. They get the second half started with their running play.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
He's going to pull it down and run. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Here's a first and 10 play. Ball handed off. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And the Gators will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down play coming up. Same tailback, another carry. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Georgia getting set for their 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship. And we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Etienne. They wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. So out comes the field goal team from a long way out there, putting a whole lot of faith in this kicker. This one will be a 60-yard attempt. Can he get it there? A tremendous make. He's got a howitzer for a leg.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Send the back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he throws his third interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception. So, wow, this is a lopsided loss that leaves them with a lot of explaining to do, Kirk, but also they got to get back and solve some problems in a hurry.
I think this one caught both of us by surprise. We thought it was going to be a lot closer, but one team dominated, and the other couldn't find a way to get back into it in the second half. Plain and simple.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.